Mr. Dotasra now coming in. Mind you, he represents the 12% of the Jat vote. He is a Jat himself. When asked yesterday in that press conference that could there be a third phase, he said, why not? And, you've had that push from the likes of Mr. Dotasra. But Rasheed Kidwai, getting you back very quickly, how do you see the High Command now acting? Because it would be in the benefit, at least, in terms of optics, the unity continues. But you have the likes of Mr. Gehlot, who could actually go down when it comes down to when the final vote is cast. Things could go awry.
Yeah, I think first of all, Preeti, there is a qualitative difference. What was it like on September 25th, 2022, and now the Congress was able to guided by the doctrine of necessity. They were able to have a Congress government in Rajasthan for a year, or maybe put together totally end to end 400 days. So if they had acted against, Ashok Gehlot at that point of time, the Congress government would have fallen in Rajasthan, and there would have been an alternative thing, and a political equation in Rajasthan would have changed. But now things are very different. Mr. Ashok Gehlot is going to be a footnote in the Congress history. Man who rebelled, man who refused to, become Congress president.
No, I didn't disagree. I'm smiling. Sorry.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Mr. Kidwai, make your point.
That's the long and short of it, because there is no way. Now the only thing, as I said, only thing is for Mr. Gehlot and for the Congress leadership to make it, ugly, dirty, and have a, very public display of things that what happened in Punjab, or have some kind of semblance of unit. That's the test. Now, can Mr. Gehlot be loyal enough to, stay on and bargain for a CWC, after December 3rd or so? You see, there is a...
Mr. Kidwai, you cut a very sorry figure of a man who's fully flexing his muscle right now. Rajdeep.
No, my point to Rasheed is right, that, there will be a battle and it could be a bruising battle. My point is very simply this. December 3rd will decide Ashok Gehlot's future. If the Congress wins, no one can stop him from becoming Chief Minister. The High Command cannot stop Ashok Gehlot from becoming Chief Minister if the Congress wins Rajasthan and breaks the cycle of 5 years rotational governments. But if the Congress loses, and loses badly, then I think the High Command will have every reason to effect a major change in Rajasthan's politics, possibly even a generational change in Rajasthan's politics. But in the absence of that, these are old war horses. And I reminded my friend Rasheed Kidwai, I had told him even about Punjab. There, I hope Rasheed will admit, he thought that, the Congress would be able to manage the Sidhu-Amrinder conflict. They didn't. And look at what happened. They created a right royal mess. At this late stage, you can't take on Ashok Gehlot. Yeah. My point, and Avinash is right. If you had to take on Ashok Gehlot or effect a generational change, you could have done it 9 months or a year ago. Now you can't. Now he's fully in charge. You're going into this campaign with Rahul Gandhi hailing his healthcare scheme, saying it's the model, the Chiranjeevi scheme is the model scheme. Now you put all your eggs in Mr. Gehlot's basket. You're trying to ensure that at least in ticket distribution, you're fair to every faction. I think that might be achieved, but eventually December 3rd will decide the fate of Ashok Gehlot.
Do you agree December 3rd, if the Congress wins comfortably at that, it's going to be Mr. Gehlot all the way again?
Well, I'll take it a little. It looks likely, but if his people are not getting the ticket, then it's a problem for him. Last time around, as I told you, those 13 MLAs were very crucial. He made sure that he had 13 plus 6 BSP, 19 people extra with him. Absolutely, yes. Right. So those 13 independents and 6 BSP plus others were his strength. He marked it so well. So can he do it again this time? That is the big question.
Rasheed Kidwai, ultimately, of what we have been given to understand, where Rajasthan is coming in, the question is, either way, look at the BJP or the Congress, will this also be a game of independence, taking off from what Mr. Kala said? You have independence possibly floated by the likes of Ashok Gehlot. There would be independence possibly floated by, maybe not Vasundhara Raje Scindia, but there's a lot of rebellion going on in Rajasthan as well. Most of them saying they're going to go independent.
Yes, Preeti, if it's a close call, then obviously Mr. Gehlot will come into play. But let me remind everyone, including my friend Rajiv Sardesai, on the December 14, 2018, it was not that Mr. Gehlot had, support of majority of MLAs. It was Mr. Ahmed Patel and Motilal Vora, the old guard in the Congress, that prevailed upon Rahul Gandhi to, give Gehlot a chance. And, over the 19 and Lok Sabha, and then, that same thing happened in India also. So all these things were there. So you see, from somebody who has watched Congress, there's never this, other than Devraj Ars, there's been not a single chief minister who could elect himself herself as the leader of CLP without the help of Congress legislature party. The Congress
but let's not compare Devraj Arz and Indira Gandhi with the politics of today. You know, that Devraj Arz was also a tall leader and so was Indira Gandhi. I'm not sure we can put the existing Congress leadership in the same bracket, but it's interesting you mentioned Vasundhara Raje.
Making a limited
because you see, you're doing program after program.
But
Preeti,
we are not doing. I'm not doing program.
I find program after program what's happening in the Congress. The BJP has released a list, correct me, Avinash, if I'm wrong, of just 41 names at the moment. The fact also is there is a lot of churning going on in the BJP. And I'll tell you something, that the plan B of Vasundhara Raje, according to sources, is to do exactly what Ashok Gehlot did last time.
But does she have that?
To ensure that the BJP doesn't get a major victory. And if it's 100, 105, then Vasundhara Raje will also call the shots.
Avinash Kala, does Vasundhara Raje actually have the heft of doing this or pulling what an Ashok Gehlot did in 2018? Many would say no.
No, I don't agree with my friend Rajdeep here.
See?
I don't see that happening. I think, Rajdeep, there is one thing more interestingly. After the 41 seats and the kind of rebellion that the BJP has seen for the first time, why are they delaying? They are trying to take every Kshatrap into confidence and build on a consensus before they release the seats. And I believe when it comes to Jhalawad or the areas of influence where Vasundhara Raje has her say, her people will be accommodated. She's quite hopeful for that. And I don't see a Gehlot 2.0 happening in the BJP.
You don't see that happening in the BJP?
No, I don't see that.
No, he's partly right. I think it will be much more difficult for Vasundhara Raje in the BJP. It was easier for Ashok Gehlot in the Congress, but I never rule out strong-rooted leaders. This is my old belief that you never rule out strong-rooted leaders. This politics of Delhi, domination of regional parties eventually results in some kind of a pushback. The BJP has suffered in Karnataka when they tried to isolate Yediyurappa, and the Congress could suffer if they decide at this late moment to try and downsize Ashok Gehlot. As I said, if you had to do it, you should have really done it, in my view, 9 months ago. Now it may be too late. Now you have to wait for December 3rd.
All right, okay, with that, we're going to call it quits on this show, but the conversation is going to carry on in days to come. We've got a keen eye on all developments taking place in Rajasthan. Time is ticking, 36 days left, no list where the Congress comes into question.